We are officially back for the second game. You could consider this part 2 of this little series I guess we got going on here. So yeah, go watch the first one obviously if you haven't already, but if you haven't watched the first one and you want to know what's going on, here's Nicole explaining it.
It's funny when a girl tells her story, only to be told back that it's unrealistic. Almost as if they're afraid to believe it's real. For everyone who doesn't know, my mom's a bitch, my dad shot himself, my life sucks, and my brother's on a watch list. Not in that order, or maybe, I don't know. But last year, that combination left me at the worst, most predatory school imaginable. At least I thought it was the worst school. But then I, talked to other people, and it turns out it wasn't that bad. Well, no, it was that bad. It was just really standard. Other girls saying their gym teacher wanted to bang them, their counselor texting them at 3 in the morning. I was the only one with a white nationalist photography teacher, though, so I guess that's something. But here's the problem. Mom won't listen, the principal doesn't care, and I still have all of senior year to get through. My life's just a game. A sick, hopeless game. I've never really been religious, but if God is some introvert loser sitting in their computer chair, I really hope they can help me through this.
So this game is sort of a pseudo-sequel to the original game, while most of the endings of the original game don't actually matter besides the ones previously stated. Basically an expansion of the first game. It's still in the same school and you're just in senior year now, and now there's 7 different endings to unlock. Yeah, but we all know nobody really gives a shit about which ending is canon or not or any of that. We just want to see teen girls abuse drugs and bully each other. And don't worry, it's still the same series. We got that in spades over here, especially the drug part. There's a route where you steal your mom's prescription medicine, cut it up, and snort it.
Why does it hit so fast when you snort it? Fuck.
Doesn't Vicodin always hit like that? I never tried it.
No, it takes like an hour when you take it like a pill.
Wow. Prescriptions are just dope on layaway.
A line of it does a little at first, but then just creeps up fast. Here, try it.
Oh my god, I'm scared. Is my nose gonna bleed?
Only if you do it like a million times.
What the fuck? How does your mom function like this?
She doesn't.
What if she needs these later?
It's easy to get more. She can make an appointment and pay like $2 for a whole bottle.
Resulting in her having a fucking heart attack and dying. If doing them's not your style, you can always just sell them. Yeah, you can pull a Reagan, freebase your cocaine you conveniently just found on the school floor, and sell it to minority communities. So at all, you might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Use it to commit charity fraud and complete your community service hours for your assignment. So already we're starting off with the scenarios being way more wilder than the first game, which is one of the many improvements that this has over the original game, with the actual endings and what you do, and even the dialogue itself just being way more memorable. The stuff that happens in this game actually sticks with you way harder than in the first game. And I think this having less endings actually makes it better because it's easier to remember. And a lot of the endings in the first game just aren't really that good. They're okay, but these are definitely better. Also, the dialogue way more improved than the first game. It's also way just funnier, period.
I feel like I see you two every week now.
Swear to God, it wasn't even our fault.
What she said, except for the swear to God part. I like to think God isn't keeping tabs on 17-year-old girls.
Oh, so in your spiritual worldview, God only keeps tabs on fully matured women?
Yeah, Miss Lynn, back that divine ass up.
Enough!
I hate talking. Talking's for gay people.
What a theory.
Hey, can I sit with you?
Why?
The kids at the other table keep throwing ketchup packets at me.
You're not covered in ketchup, though.
They don't know you have to open them first.
Damn, we need a remedial bullying class, too.
So, how do you like remedial English?
I guess it's whatever. My mom was really pissed, though.
Yeah? What about your dad?
My dad killed himself.
Wow, dramatic much?
Oh, no, he killed himself last year. Who said we're buying anything? Just steal the shit.
What? No, nothing. Just saw you reading and was like, wow, she looks real smart like that. Is this a usual thing for you?
Reading in public? Sure.
Yeah. So what you reading there?
Mein Kampf.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. It's supposed to be really interesting, right?
Uh-huh. What do you think about it, specifically?
I think it has, really good themes and a story.
Big fan of the message in Mein Kampf.
Yeah, you could say that. What's your favorite part?
What's yours?
Oh, the middle.
I was in the after-school gaming club playing Jak and Daxter on the PS2, and,
What a setup for this.
yeah, so I'm playing it, and no one else was around, and I just kind of felt feeling around down there.
Yeah?
Well, one thing led to another, and before I knew it, I was out in the open touching with one hand while the other was still playing Jak and Daxter.
You jacked off to Jak and Daxter?
What? No, I didn't do it to Jak and Daxter. I did it while playing Jak and Daxter.
And you finished and everything?
Don't ask that.
Probably, if I had to assume, maybe the voice actors are just more comfortable actually playing these characters and saying all this fucked up, horrible shit. Also, the game just has a lot more characters, meaning like they took characters who had really minor roles or were just straight up background characters and gave them way more personality, and two of them even having like their own routes dedicated to them. In addition to this game also having a bunch of mini routes, as I call them, basically being like routes within routes that don't actually lead to any ending but just continue the story further, which then leads to the actual routes with endings in it. But yeah, overall, if I just had to say, if you had to play one of these games, like actually just play it for yourself, definitely play this game. This game is just way better than the first one. Although if you're like me and you're kind of a completionist when it comes to this sort of thing, I don't like playing the sequels before I play the first game. I don't know, for the most part, unless it doesn't really matter in some games, or it's just like like the sequel's just way better. The game already tells you it's a standalone story in a way, so you could theoretically just play this. But I'd still say play both, but this one is definitely better, is all I'm trying to say. Even though there's less endings overall, I'm not gonna talk about all of them in this video, because again, if you want to experience this for yourself, go ahead. However, I will be pretty much fully going into the two endings I mentioned earlier, with two of the background characters actually being like real characters this time, as well as these just being my favorite routes in general. So let's get into that. The first route we're going to be looking at is the Ari route. Ari is one of the aforementioned characters that was in the original game, but was pretty much just relegated to a background character and nothing else. Also, her sprite changed like a lot. It looks way better. I don't know what was going on with the original one. It's overall one of the nicest characters, probably the nicest character in the entire series. She doesn't really cause problems with everyone, and she's like shy and timid. She's a type that doesn't really cause problems, but problems always seem to happen to her. Also, she cannot stand up for herself for the life of her. Like that pretty much leads into her route. Actually, route starts by you as Nicole bumping into her during lunch randomly. Nicole basically gets annoyed at her for mumbling to herself about an assignment that hasn't been done yet, and she's looking for an excuse to get out of doing it. Nicole just tells her to make up her like having depression as an excuse.
What game? I was just sitting here talking.
Shut the fuck up. What is it?
Okay, well, I'm supposed to be in physics right now, but there's this project due and I have literally nothing.
Yeah, so... Wait, this doesn't make sense.
What doesn't?
If you cared about the class this much, wouldn't you have done at least some of it?
It's not the grade. The teacher's just gonna yell at me in front of everybody.
They do it because they care. Not because they're paid shitty and weren't smart enough to work at a university.
You think their salary determines how smart they are? Isn't it just a number on paper?
They think our grades determine how smart we are. Let's see how the fuck they like it.
Okay, but that doesn't solve my problem. I've been here for the last 10 minutes and I can't think of any good excuse.
Is it like a 2-day project or a 3-week project?
Closer to 3 weeks.
Huh, what's a problem that lasts more than 3 weeks? Could you pass for pregnant?
I hope not.
What works for me usually is saying I have depression, but you can't use that.
Why not?
Because I use that. If too many kids start saying it, it won't work anymore.
He's for getting out of doing the assignment. Later, after Nicole is like insulting the teacher in class, teacher brings up that she hasn't done her community service hours yet. Nicole then takes her own advice and fakes her having depression and uses her amazing acting skills to totally fool the teacher into thinking that she has depression.
About that. See, I've sort of been going through a lot right now.
Of course. Let's hear it. Let's hear another marvelous excuse from Nicole.
I've been diagnosed with clinical depression, so I haven't really gotten out of bed much lately.
Depression?
Yeah, it's from all the PTSD and some other letters.
It's that bad? You couldn't at least think of a community service sponsor?
Well, I tried a couple times, but when I did, I just started cutting myself.
Why?
Because I'm a burden on everyone around me, and the community would be better off if I was dead.
Oh, jeez.
That's really not good.
Oh, no. Am I bringing the mood down? Sorry. If anyone has a gun I could borrow, I could just take care of myself now.
A gun?
Shit, I left mine at home today.
Oh my god, do you need someone to talk to?
No, I don't want to bother anybody. Unless it's for a gun I can use to blow my worthless fucking brains out.
This eventually backfires because she's sent to the counselor's office and is now forced to do a group therapy session with Ari now because they both use the same excuse. After Nicole calls out PDF teachers fucking bullshit, Ari actually reveals to Nicole that she is kind of depressed about something for real. Yeah.
Excuse to steal?
No, well, no, it's just. What if I wasn't making it up?
Making what up?
At first, I went to class thinking I'd lie about the depression, but after talking to the counselor, I'm starting to realize there's something I actually am depressed about.
Okay, cool. Talk to him about it.
I can't.
All right, fine. Fuck off then. Bye.
Wait!
What is it?
It's something about me. Something I really can't let him know or he'll tell my parents.
What are you, gay?
What? How did you know? I've never told anyone that.
Dude, look at your hair dye. You're either gay or colorblind.
Yeah, so she decides to come out to you, which that literally is probably, you picked the worst person to do this, girl, but alright, I guess. Nicole, surprisingly, or I guess unsurprisingly, doesn't give a shit.
Cousin in West Virginia's gay. He says it's horrible.
It's West Virginia. What the fuck isn't horrible there?
So around here, you really think no one will care if I'm gay?
Maybe like a weirdo or two, but everybody's gonna be like, look at that asshole. We're in a white-ass high school 10 minutes from the Capitol. This is such a non-issue now.
But gay marriage isn't legal here.
Were you looking to get married?
I don't know if I'd ever want to get married.
So why do you care? And by the time you do, it'll probably be legal anyway.
I'm not that optimistic when it comes to our government.
Ari, you're white. You could be triple gay and the government's still gonna worry about you.
You really think so?
Oh, hey, Nicole, you still hanging around out here? Did I tell you that's a cool shirt, by the way?
Look, hey, Crispin, you wanna hear something about Ari?
Oh my god, don't!
Ari's gay.
She's gay?
Yeah, like lesbian gay.
Oh, that's cool. Is there like another part to the story, or?
Go down to the cafeteria, you'll find it there.
Oh, it's like a mystery. That's pretty cool. You're so creative inside.
Then in the next session, she reveals that she actually has feelings for Nicole herself, where the two options appear. You can either just reject her straight up or go along with it. And of course, Nicole being Nicole, she goes along with it. Yeah, this is a trait of Nicole that we already knew about, but gets amplified like way more in this game, and unfortunately reaches its apex in the third game. Of her just loving to have control over someone else. So basically, yeah, she goes along with this, and basically she's in this toxic relationship with Ari and basically makes it so that she just literally basically a pet. Just use her to tell her to do stuff.
For the longest pizza line and get me 4 slices?
Yeah, sure, anything.
Okay. Why aren't you going?
You won't kiss me on the cheek first?
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Ugh, disgusting.
What, are you straight again?
No, I have dollar store foundation on my lips now. Ugh, this could double as baby formula in Pakistan.
She's your girlfriend.
So?
So take your bitch to Ulta.
No, already trying to limit the exposure. That's why I sent her to the pizza line.
But you haven't even dated for a week yet.
Fucked up, right?
Did she do something wrong?
She just gets really awkward when you're around her for long enough.
No, like, actual love or affection at all. Every time she actually tries to stand up for herself against Nicole, Nicole just shuts her down immediately. Until finally, after another counseling session, she finally realizes what's actually going on here. And then she finally stands up to herself for once and breaks it off with Nicole. Good. Best decision you've made so far.
Can I ask you something?
No, sorry. I don't have any more kisses today. The kiss factory's closed. Somebody died.
No, it wasn't about that. It was, why are you dating me?
Why am I dating you? Why am I doing anything? I don't know.
It's just, I was thinking about what the counselor said in there.
Dude, your shirt isn't see-through. He's just a pervert.
Well, no, that's a way bigger problem, but I'm just talking about us right now.
What about us?
I'm just thinking, like, what we've been for the last couple weeks.
You mean awesome?
Maybe awesome for you, which is good, but what he said about how abuse works, it kind of made me worried.
So I'm abusing you?
I don't know. If you do, I don't think you mean to.
When have I ever hit you or anything?
You haven't, but the emotional abuse and how it controls.
You're really putting weight into what the fuck he says?
He's a counselor. He knows about this stuff.
I'm your girlfriend. I pay for your Five Guys. He wants to put his dick in a child. How am I getting outclassed here?
No, I always have to pay when we go to Five Guys.
Okay, well, your dad drives a Lexus. Don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, like, how are you gonna let our freak fucking counselor put all these ideas in your head?
Nicole, I've had these ideas for a while. All he did was give me the words to tell you.
Tell me what?
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
Then later, Ari confronts Nicole during lunch and tells her, like, that she's moved on, obviously, and, like, just to check up on Nicole, but has a boyfriend now, and, what the hell? I'll let her explain that.
Hey, Ari, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just wrapping up here.
Who's this?
Oh, yeah, Nicole, this is my boyfriend, Hunter. We've been dating for a couple weeks now.
Hey.
What the fuck? Is something wrong?
Oh, I was just thinking about Staples.
The store?
Long story.
Ari, I gotta get back, but your tray is at the table for you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Snookums.
Who the fuck says Snookums?
What was that?
Oh, sorry. What I said was, I thought you were gay.
Okay, I knew we'd have to talk about this eventually.
Are you bisexual now?
Honestly, no.
What the fuck?
Are you thinking about Staples again?
No, like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, how can you have a boyfriend if you're not bisexual?
The truth is, I still love everything about girls. I love how they talk, how they laugh, how they use moisturizer, how they do makeup. I love how girls do their hair, how they smell nice, how they don't wear the same thing every day. And I really love how they hold your hand and how it feels when they kiss you back. Dating you helped me find the words for that, Nicole.
Then you're dating a guy because...
Because, like, even though I feel that way, I have to be honest with myself. Girls are kinda high maintenance. Girls play mind games I can't figure out. And so the month we had together made me realize something else.
Realize what?
I realized that guys turn me off, but girls make me want to fucking kill myself.
You bullied a gay girl into being straight.
She's not straight now. She's just gonna be miserable for the rest of her life. Big difference.
Are you seriously not getting how bad this is?
How bad what is?
You bullying a gay girl into being straight?
I didn't bully her. I was just abusive while dating her.
What's the difference?
One's homophobic, the other's just regular bad.
So you get how bad this is then?
Bitch, you watch Smallville. Do you get how bad that is?
That's not gonna work this time, Nicole.
What the fuck is this? Why do you even care?
Whatever.
Whatever what? Are we not friends anymore?
Well, I wouldn't want you as an enemy. Holy shit.
No, explain to me how this is any more awful than anything I usually do.
Because usually you do it to men. I'm like, was that overboard? And you always say, he'll end up a rapist or pedophile anyway. But she's a teenage girl, Nicole. She is a gay, codependent teenage girl, as if it wasn't hard enough. What's your excuse this time?
That bitch stole my depression idea. Fuck her.
So basically, this ending is, I guess, from my interpretation of it, because it's really weird, and even fucking Nicole explaining it doesn't have any clue what's even happening. But I guess what it is that Ari still has feelings for girls, but literally Nicole has ruined all of her chance of, like, ever wanting to, like, be with a girl, because she just assumed that they're all fucking horrible like Nicole is. So yeah, and Nicole just likes, you know, obviously taking advantage of people, so they're basically just stuck together like until the end of high school. I guess that's what it seems like, and that's kind of how they explain it. But yeah, they're just stuck in this relationship, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, unless someone can explain it better to me in the comments. This ending's kind of ass, low-key. I'm not even gonna hold you on that. Overall, I do like this route, mainly because Jekka is in it, and she's basically, like, way more, like, having a conscience in this game than the last game. I mentioned it in the last game, but this is where she really starts to, like, question Nicole and, like, realize, like, why am I fucking friends with this person? Jekka is an ally. The alternate route for this is a lot worse. Nicole just tells Ari she's not interested, ends up eventually getting out, and since everyone in the school just wants to suddenly act like they actually care, claimed that Nicole was gay bashing her and that they're signing a petition to get her expelled from the school, which is just so funny because this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Nicole then gets called to the principal's office about this, and as per usual, when the principal tries to hear her out, she just doesn't care. But I mean, to be fair, it is Nicole, and the amount of time she gets called here, I wouldn't believe shit she says either. Basically, the principal explains that the only way to be forgiven is if, like, Nicole writes an apology letter to Ari. Obviously, Nicole being Nicole is definitely not going to do that, so all hope is pretty much lost. But there's only one group of people that will actually side with Nicole. Of course, this fucking school has a straight club. Whatever that means. Members of said club are exactly who you think they are. And the sponsor of this club is, oh god, no, not him, please. And after learning what happened to Nicole, the club decides to burn down Ari's house. Obviously, not a good thing. So Nicole and she gets Jekka.
I'm watching Drake and Josh. This better be really fucking good.
It's actually really bad.
Oh, we'll see you later.
Dude, wait!
What?
I was invited to the straight club and they're on their way to burn Ari's house down right now. We have to stop it.
Okay, slow way the fuck down. What the hell is a straight club?
Try and warn and convince Ari that they're not just fucking with her and that these people are actually going to burn down her goddamn house. And because Ari actually finally understands what's going on, you know, Nicole being Nicole and all, she's really hesitant, but she'll do it under one circumstance.
Fine. Kiss me.
Oh, easy.
Not you, herpes fully loaded.
I mean, Nicole has to kiss me.
Why me?
I thought you were mad at her.
Oh, I am. I hate her.
Nicole, you're a cold, corrupt, selfish, psychopathic bitch. Literally the most sadist fucking whore. I wouldn't be surprised if you like killing animals.
Haven't tried.
You don't even get mad at the assumption of that. You're severely twisted, evil, manipulative, and in general just a heartless bitch.
Doesn't mean I don't want you every waking moment of my sad fucking life.
Excuse me? You show every sign of an abuser, and I don't give a shit. You're the kind of girl who'd choke me goodnight. The kind of girl who'd walk in on me cutting and take the razor blade and do it for me. I don't want a girlfriend to marry. I want a girlfriend who helps me plan my own suicide. You're that girl, Nicole, and I need you bad.
Bitch, you need therapy.
Okay, but she confessed her love for you. Are you gonna kiss her?
Yeah, so this is where we find out that she's more messed up than she's letting on. But eventually they're finally able to convince Ari to fucking leave. And yeah, they do that, but it's kind of too late. This ending basically ends with similar to the first one, except this one makes way more sense, I guess. So yeah, obviously now that everyone in the school thinks that Nicole is the reason why she got her house burnt down, basically forced to stay in a relationship with Ari, or else, you know, the entire school will, like, I don't even know what they're gonna do, man. They'll probably just kill her straight up. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. We have another toxic lesbian route. Let's go. This time featuring Emily. Emily is a wild character, to say the least. Yeah, so imagine everything bad about Nicole, but actually violent, like straight up violent, like will fucking hurt you. I'm just gonna list some of the things that she's done, according to the game at least. She does an insane amount of drugs. She slashed her mom's tires. Has a boyfriend who's a gang member, like an actual, like, for real big gang member. She's also set this dude's car on fire, by the way. Also, she choked out Kelly in gym class. Yeah, no, this bitch is actually crazy. The whole reason and how you even meet her in the first place is because Nicole gets written up, basically, and sent to the principal's office after having one of her fucking usual outbursts. Also turns out that Nicole is on her final warning. The principal tells her about remedial classes, which Nicole wants to be in because they're just way easier and the teachers will just leave you alone.
For me.
But you still can't find your way there. Tragic.
Well, hold on. What's your textbook there?
It's for government. Why?
Can I borrow that real quick?
Sure.
I'll be right back.
What the fuck?
I should do it.
Why'd you ask what subject it is if you were just gonna throw it out a window?
Gets her wish granted, but her mom is obviously not happy. So the remedial English teacher is racist, but we'll bring that up later. Basically, you and Emily meet at remedial lunch and you guys hit it off pretty well. But yeah, these two are like a fun pairing. I like this like route way more just because of how like similar these two characters are and like how well they bounce off of each other, with like obviously, you know, Emily being like the actual like threatening one and Nicole just piling on the insults. After basically skipping school the whole day and causing a bunch of like mischief and chaos, both end up going back to Nicole's house and end up having an argument with their mom because they come back home at 1 in the morning. Yeah, so they end up getting into a fight and basically like Nicole's mom gets like scared away and like upset by Emily and starts fucking crying. Like, by the way, she's just gone from the rest of this, right? Because like she's just so terrified of Emily, which I mean, who wouldn't be? Also, Emily gets the bright idea from this to stop taking her antipsychotic meds. So you can imagine how well that turns out. Basically, it gets to a point where even Nicole is like, damn, this bitch might be actually like crazy. Yeah, so basically Emily's just living at Nicole's house for the rest of this route now. I mean, whatever's left of it, because she tells Nicole her grand idea to get at the teacher.
With your gang member boyfriend? No way.
Yeah, he fucked all his shit up on heroin. The sex isn't even good anymore.
Yeah, competing with heroin, may as well kill yourself.
Oh, that reminds me. The idea for the oral presentation?
Oh god, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
No, don't worry. I got all the supplies ready.
It's just flashcards, right?
Not exactly. So you know how I want to like screw up Miss Ames?
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't even really like have a plan after high school, right? Like, honestly, what are we gonna do?
No, you're right.
So I thought it'd be really badass if we show her the real state of modern poetry. Real suffering, not some bumper sticker bullshit.
Dude, I'm down for it. What do we do?
Okay, we go to the front of class, say a few words, and then we'll swallow this pill mixture I made and—
A mixture of what?
So I started saving all my Seroquel instead of flushing it, and then I mixed it with stuff my boyfriend gave me, and then I bought Percocet off Kyler.
Well, hold up. You're gonna OD in front of the class?
We're gonna OD, cause death is fucking poetry. And when Miss Ames sees that, she's gonna shut her ass up about poetry for the rest of her life.
Are you sure about that?
Are you backing out?
Well, it's just a little—
This is a 2-person gang here, Nicole. Don't make me jump your ass out.
No, I'm cool.
Shut the fuck up!
I said I'm cool with it.
No, not you. I was hearing voices again.
Voices where?
Like in my head. They always tell me I'm wrong about something.
The psychiatrists might disagree, but have you considered listening to the voices in your head?
Yeah, so her grand fucking plan is to commit game over together. And yeah, Nicole, fearing for her life, I mean, not much of a life left anyway, if you know what I mean, agrees to actually go with it, kind of. Yeah, so Nicole didn't die, but Emily, she didn't make it. No, I really like this route too, like I said, for the previously mentioned reasons, but also just the fact that, like, this bitch was able to make Nicole, like, question herself and everything. Like, the fact that she just ran someone, like, or ran into someone, I mean, that was actually able to, like, match or, like, even surpass, like, how fucked up she actually is. Yeah, that's basically gonna be it for this video. It's shorter than my last one, at least I think. I don't actually know. But yeah, no, this game is way better than the first one. I'd recommend this one way more. It's pretty good. You could honestly, you could get the first 2 games bundled on Steam. But yeah, 2 more things. One, thank you so much for, like, how much, like, positivity and, like, how well received the first video was for this series. I had no clue people were even gonna like or care about it that much. But at the same time, I will be taking a break from this series. I will do the 3rd game eventually, but doing these games back to back is kind of like a little bit exhausting because it is a lot of similar stuff. I mean, I do like these games, but you know what I mean? Like, doing it one after another was probably not the best idea. And I mean, I want to do more videos on other games, obviously. Like, I've been doing that, basically. Like, this isn't a Class of 09 channel, nor do I intend it to be. So if you liked or subscribed from Class of 09, please try to check out my other videos if you want. But other than that, yeah, thank you, and yeah, that's it.